So we're at Hilltop. Meddy's here.
Morning.
And we've got Glenn coming in and Greg from yesterday. It's Glenn, Uncle
Hello.
Glenn.
Mate.
Now, we've got a question here. We've got a question from the, like a podcast, we've got a question here from one of the callers. Howard wants to know, in low down in a cornfield, do thermals rotate and bend the straw in the field?
Well, yeah, well they do. I don't know if they rotate, but you see that the thermal kicks off when everything starts moving. You know, the wind picks up.
What does
I don't
Meddy
think I've
think?
ever seen it in a circle.
Yeah, I think they bend the corns and you can see.
So that's something you can look for today when
Yes.
you're flying over the cornfields, thermals. So we're here at 8:30. We've had our breakfast. Tell us what the weather's like. Feels like a bit of a breeze here, isn't it? Is it land breeze?
It keeps dropping off to almost nothing.
Can we fly? Because it's blue to the west. Intraless cloud. What's it doing? Well, the sun's up high enough. I think it'll be all right today. It'll be good.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah. Meddy's going to do his first thermal flight here. So Meddy, he's not flown here before, and I'm just pointing out an obvious one for where thermal sources might come. So if you look at Meddy, that square there of trees, in the square area, heat can easily build. So the trees in the distance, they're higher than the ones that are nearer to us. And there's a green patch in between there, isn't there?
Yeah.
So that there, the wind can't push a thermal out, so it's going to be sheltered, and the thermal can grow in energy till it's ready to be released. And you see the way the ground is slightly raised, and there's one big tree on the right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that little area is not flat, it's raised. All the fields around there are pretty flat, and the thermal will be pushed up there. So if you fly over towards that bump, you're more likely to get a thermal because you're away from the hill, and then you can actually use that thermal to go around in a circle without any issues at all. If you don't get anything, you can then glide to the landing field down there.
Yeah.
Okay, things to watch out for is sea breeze might come through the valley in the distance there. And it could be west down there. So observation of the air, what it's doing.
West.
All we've got to think about is what's going to happen with these clouds. Any questions before you do a nice top to bottom?
No.
No. It's Gregory. Superstar. You know each other?
No.
Meddy.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, great.
Hands here. I'm going to hold it with the left hand. Okay? Hold up. Walk underneath. Underneath. Sit back. Twist body. Fingertip control. Walk around. Use the brakes very subtle. Walking around like this, doing this sort of control. Yeah, I'll do that. Meddy, I want to get you a bit of ground handling and in the air.
Yeah.
Morning, Tim. I was going to come over. Happy birthday, Billy boy. Will you be flying home to Bognor Regis today? That's better, Meddy. Let it fly. Let it fly. Let it go above your head. That's better. Turn on that. Lean back. You too much brake. Now, we won't run off just yet because you've left your radio.
Oh, shit.
Where do you normally keep it?
The right side?
Put your hands up because you've got brake on and go forwards. Walk forwards 20 feet for me, please. Go 20 feet forwards. Get your hands up. There you go. Go forwards now, won't you? Put your hands up. So there's Glenn up there. He's flying on his Calypso. He's 75 kilos on the wing. It goes up to 75. He likes to fly heavy on the wing. Only Daddy Tim, who's 1 kilo over the top of that weight range, is higher. People who are lighter on the wing are lower. Meddy's 10 kilos under. So it's not very strong thermal activity yet, but Greg's going to go up again. It's just on a top landing. Let the wing fly, Greg. Let it fly. So thermal activity is taking place. The sun is coming out, and the blue sky is coming over this way. Meddy's up there. He's only got a short time with me on his Pilot Pro course. He's doing well. Glenn's up there. Daddy Tim. There's Mark on his chili he just bought from me. Dave is on his old faithful Atlas up there. He's climbing on a nice thermal. And Greg. So it's just the Pilot Pro team early morning. Here comes Mark. Nice wing this. He's only had a few flights on it, but he's doing well. See, all his ground, he just can't get down. Lean into it. We're on a motor car, a racing bike. Rum, rum, rum. Doesn't mean 4 foot of right brake. It means lean. You could lean. Don't stop leaning. Just don't think about that yellow glider. Now, lean right, and pull 2 inches on the right brake and hold it for me. Lean right. If you don't want to do it, just ignore me. To the thermal, not away from it. Go on, turn right. Turn right. Beep, 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 beep. Going up. Top floor, 10th floor, please. That's it, Maddie. You could do one more 360, but you've got to be quicker than that. Okay, abort the 360, come left. Here we are. Owen's going to take your name?
Caroline.
Caroline, yes. And you're going to go flying with Owen?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm going to
Tandem
put
flight.
my life in his hands.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. What are you going to expect, you think?
I think reaching heaven.
Hello, Glenn. High five, but you got to be in the air. You seem to like the air, play with the air.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
Yeah?
it was the longest I was in air, so it was good.
It's not just that you were actively flying the glider, making decisions.
Yeah, well, I was following your decisions.
Well, you were playing with the air. So
It was. I could sometimes see the thermal winds coming from that side, like that, just
Yeah.
like follow it. Yeah.
First 360s.
I've done 260s before, but I guess I'm still not doing quite tight.
I'm going to get a few people to show you a few things.
You're in that thermal, and Martin, who is
The green,
up there, up front,
right?
on the yellow, very, very sporty wing.
Yeah.
When he came into your eye line, it looked like you
Backed off.
bottled out,
Yeah.
keeping your turn on because you were in the thermal. You effectively had the right of way.
I see.
Can we
right.
demonstrate that now?
Okay.
He's going rank. Bank it in. He gets to here. The ridge is on the left.
He wasn't. It's slightly different height, but he was flying towards you.
Did Meddy? You went like this. You went off the turn. That meant you fly at this pilot.
right,
yeah.
Turn right.
Yeah.
And then I say bank like that.
Yeah.
Tim,
So,
can you?
I was just going to say. So, despite the fact you have got less than an hour's flying and a red ribbon flapping off the back of your wing, you had got into that thermal. You effectively.
He's got a thermal.
I'm keeping going.
In I go. I'm not in the thermal. Now I'm turning. I'm 180 degrees apart. I can get closer. It's a small thermal.
Yeah.
We're fine. We're close together. We're getting higher. Thermal's getting wider. I can back out. Looking below. Looking to the left. See you later, Tim. Thermal over it.
Later.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Easy done. Do it again, Tim, please. Keep looking. Beep, 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 beep. I'm switching the vario off. Too noisy. Oh, there's another one coming. Did I see that? Looking. We're fine. Oh, hi. I know that pilot.
More people to think about. More people to be aware of. And the different wings. Some people can turn tightly
Now,
inside. I'm going to paint inside and all that. This
Like
is
that.
the core here. I want the core. I'm going to stay in the core.
I'll back off. You can have it. The key thing to think about before you enter a thermal.
Enter it 180.
What's the other thing you're doing though? Look everywhere, below, above, everywhere.
Right.
Because they
If they're turning a left hand, if they're going around on the left hand,
You just
Do you-
follow the
do you-
same direction.
yeah. Okay, but
some do that, and you have to join them if you're joining them. Want me to film?
Yeah, if you would. Yeah, it's recording now.
That was amazing.
What was that you just said?
No, I just say like it's such a privilege because 300 years ago, or Leonardo da Vinci was what? That's like 600 years ago. When was it?
I don't know, to be honest.
1400s? I don't know, but it's like they dreamed about this, and we're just doing it on a weekday.
What we're going to do with Glenn, Mark, and Greg is I want them to push over to the bump out the front there. You know the bump? On the other side of the road, there's a bump.
Oh, yeah.
Push his thermals up. And then I'm going to get them to go around the cricket field once, come back here, do a high five, and do it as a circuit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, first one does it, gets a free ice cream. Tim, have you had a haircut yesterday?
No.
You have a shave or something this morning?
I had a shave last night, yeah.
You look slimmer and younger for some reason.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello, Glenn. But you got to be in the air. There goes Glenn. Just kept with Daddy Tim, Calypso and Explorer. That's it. That's that Glenn style. Look at that, carving it up. Yeah, cranking it in. Mark's going to do a high five. He's landed on his bum.
How high are you? The best climb I had was 10 minutes ago behind takeoff. Thought I better turn.
Happy birthday, Fletcher.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was Billy Boy.
Oh, Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
David.
Got the wind muffler on your camera. No, I haven't. I forgot to put it on.
Precious.
She says you're a muppet.
So, Glenn, you went all the way out there
Yeah.
and you hit that sink on the way back.
Sink. Yeah.
Stinky sink.
Yeah, the kitchen sink.
The kitchen
Got
sink.
everything, and the kitchen sink was thrown at me. Yeah.
So probably you flew downwind in a way with the sink following it. But you nearly completed the task. You got to the cricket field.
Got to the cricket field, got to the, what's the name of that ridge? So I got out to the ridge, just shy of the
Yeah,
ridge.
that secret part.
And then got well north of the second cricket pitch with loads of height.
Loads of height.
A little bit of a thermal there just to top up, and then it was a glide back to the west side of the bowl and got drilled.
And got
badly.
drilled. But you did
But
do it.
it was all right. It was good. It took me a while to sort it out, but I got there in the end.
Is Greg still in the bottom landing field?
Greg kindly came and picked me up
Oh,
from
he
the
did?
landing
Oh,
field.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But
And
yeah,
now we're
no,
all
that
going to
was-
sing Happy Birthday.
Where are they?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Fletcher's 49. And he's got a little picnic. Let's go and have a look
Make
what he's
sure
got.
he eats lots of cake.
What? What have you got in there? Yeah, nice. Oh, look. Wish I could have some of those, Billy. Billy's birthday. And then, come on, high five. No. Yummy. Oh, go on then. I'll have some. Thank you very much. Oh, very kind of you.
That's what I use to spoon.
So Glenn's the only one that's really sort of achieved the goal of what he wanted to get to do. Greg, you didn't get there, but you went out a few times, yeah. So the thing, half attempt. The thing to remember is just to go out, and when people want to do cross country, you'll just literally going out to the cricket ground, aren't you? Out the front. It's not a long way.
Yeah.
So when you do like Craig flew from Coongibbet yesterday, landed here at Devils Dyke. That's 4 hours in the air. It's a long time. You've really got to be finding. You can't park in the air and have another go. You know, when you land, you land. So probably you've done best today. You've flown very actively, so that's a good learning curve. But soon you'll be moving on to what these guys are doing. So how hard was it to get out? You got to really persevere, yeah. Chip away at it.
Chip away. Figure out what the thermals. The thermals were quite broken, and quite small.
Mm-hmm.
They were drifting quite slowly. I thought, But what the main thing is that when I decided that I wasn't going to go back to the ridge, that I'm going out
Yes.
and I'm going to the landing field or goal,
Yeah.
then I wasn't worried about the ridge anymore. That was the thing that sort of changed it somewhat. And then I went a little bit further out because I was zeroing at the time, and then the thermal came through, and we just sort of fought to stay in that and drifted back towards the ridge. And then I had the height to push back out and then catch any little bits of lift there was bunches of lift kicking off up there that was zeroing you out.
So what was the bit about you were away from the ridge and you didn't think about the ridge?
I decided that that it was either I was going to fly out to that ridge or go to the landing field. They were the two options. I decided I wasn't going back.
Greg will probably go cross country again.
Well, I'll try to the cricket field again.
Okay, well you can do that task, or you can take a climb and go.
If it's, yeah, well, like, looking at people up there. Oh, actually, no, it's coming.
Well, there's not many people up. Tim, come and land higher up. So here comes Tim. Another top landing. He's getting good at these. So now, basically, westerly winds picked up, come in strong. So we stopped flying. We've had the best of it. We've stayed late, and so Greg's gone. We've got Glenn and we've got Mehdi. So what I like to do is ask, in your mind while it's fresh, what have you learnt today? One or two things you could tell people.
Well, I guess I managed just a bit longer than usual, so that was good. Starting to.
It's all about the air time.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, that's then also just starting to understand thermals a tiny bit. A bit like at least I could feel it.
Okay.
I wasn't successfully catching it all the time, but at least I could feel. Oh, maybe that was.
Oh, so the information is starting to come together, and you're starting to get a pattern of what's happening in the air.
Exactly,
That's good. Let's ask Glenn what he thinks. What did Glenn learn today?
What did I learn today? What I learned today is a bit of perseverance.
Yeah.
As you set the task to go out to the Pimple field and then across to the second cricket pitch and back.
Which you more or less did.
So I persevered and did it, tried many times without fail, and finally
You got there.
I got there by deciding to not come back to the ridge, no matter what. I got on my way back I got hit with a heap of sink. So
You did.
unfortunately I got absolutely drilled on my way on the last leg of the triangle. So, but there you go. That's okay.
Hey, sit down there for a moment.
Sure.
So what I want you both to do is on your development pages, I want you to put a write-up of today, to keep a daily log. We refer to them. I want you to write down the pressure, what the weather conditions, go into the detail about the weather. We'll start to analyse that a bit more detail, off camera obviously, and we'll go through that.